Have you ever woken up one day and thought, today's gonna be the day I turn my life around. It's time to watch some motivational videos, time to watch some self-help videos on YouTube. I'm gonna look up all of these life lessons from successful people, and I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. But you end up feeling good about yourself for about a day or two, and then you just go right back to your regular habits. Well, today I want to talk about how the whole motivational video side of YouTube is a bit more toxic than you would expect. So I mean, on the surface, it seems like a really good idea. You know, you're having a hard time in life, maybe you feel like you're being really lazy, you want to find some way to get rich quick, maybe you're tired of your job, you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to make a bunch of money with passive income, and so you head to YouTube hoping to find some useful information. Well, unfortunately, there are a lot of gurus out there who know how to take advantage of people like this.
Today I want to share with you exactly how I retired at the age of 27. How I did it, and maybe how you could do it as well.
So something that I've run into in my own personal experience is I'll get into the mood thinking, you know, I want to start a business, I want to learn how to make money, and then you stumble upon some motivational videos of some very rich, successful, tough guy that comes out and is just like, you know, I used to be in your position, I was making no money, I hated my job, but I worked extra hard, and I pushed myself, and now I'm where I want to be in life. And they just give you a lot of the same talking points over and over again. It's all about, you gotta work harder than everybody else, you gotta wake up at 4 a.m. and then stay awake till midnight every day, you gotta be hustling 16 hours a day, you gotta have the dedication.
Imagine not doing anything fun or going anywhere for the next 8 years, including Saturday and Sunday. That's what I did from 22 to 30. Every day I spent 15 hours a day in a liquor store.
And then as you're watching, you're thinking, yeah, I can do this, I'm gonna be like that guy. And so the video ends, and then you click on another one, and it's the same thing. It's, you gotta work hard, you gotta work long hours, you gotta make sacrifices, and then you can succeed.
You see, there really isn't such a thing as failure. There's only your choice to quit or keep going.
And so you think, yeah, that was great, now let's watch another one. And then so on and so forth. Every video is basically telling you the same information. Well, then you end up coming across another video that says, you know, I always hated my job, but then I found out how to make passive income, and now I'm making 6 figures every month. Now, if you want to learn how to make this much money too, just go sign up to my course right here. And hey, it's only available for a limited time. There's only a limited amount of spaces, so you better do it quick, and you better give me a bunch of money.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills.
And so you're thinking, wow, this guy's really successful. This guy's made a bunch of money, obviously. There's probably a lot I could learn from him. I better give him some money so that he can teach me and then he can be my mentor. Well, then you sign up to that course and then it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. They keep telling you what you want to hear, but it's not actually useful. It's mostly just the same information again and again. It's just, you gotta work harder than everybody else. You gotta make sacrifices.
It's like the billionaire Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn.
And the deeper you get into this hole, the more invested you feel, and you start to feel the sunken cost fallacy. You're thinking, I've already paid a bunch of money into this. I haven't quite learned anything yet, but I know that it's a work in progress. I know that if I just keep working on this, that I'm gonna make it someday. And this is exactly how all of these fake gurus take advantage of people. So sometimes you just have to sit back and think, like, is somebody like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos ever gonna release a course telling you how to make money? Like, they got more money than they could ever want. Like, why would they be charging you a few $100s if they really had all the money they say they had? And so that's where you run into kind of this paradox, is that these people are making a bunch of money by telling you how to make a bunch of money. But they also have to let you know that it takes a lot of dedication and that if you don't succeed, then it's your own fault. That way they can't take any of the blame themselves when you don't go anywhere. Now, am I saying that all forms of motivational content are always bad? Not necessarily. I mean, sometimes all it takes is for one person to say something that really sparks something in your mind and causes you to turn your life around. But the problem is the people that just get addicted to watching all of these motivational speeches and all of these famous quotes. In a way, you could say it's just some sort of motivational porn, because it's tricking your brain into thinking that you are actually accomplishing something. It's getting rid of your everyday guilt where you're saying, man, I'm not accomplishing enough in life. I need to do something. I need to start making money. I need to pursue a career. And so when you're watching these motivational videos, you're thinking, all right, this is the start. This is me turning my life around. But then oftentimes you just don't make it past the start. You know, typically, if you're in the position where you are trying to find some sort of career path that's going to skyrocket you into wealth, you really just have to learn some sort of profession. You have to find a way to make yourself valuable enough for other people to give you money. So in some cases, like, okay, let's say that you saw somebody online, that you saw that they were making a lot of money doing some sort of job that you felt was kind of easy, like a YouTuber, for example. So if you see that somebody's a YouTuber, and it looks like a fun job, and you can see that they're making a lot of money, I would say it's perfectly reasonable to learn more about the profession, try and learn as much as you can about it, and then start applying it to practice as you try and build your channel. Now, I know the term get rich quick always sounds like a scam, because if somebody's telling you about a get rich quick scheme, it's going to be a scam, and that is because every get-rich-quick strategy usually can only be done once. You know, sometimes people are just experimenting, they're trying new things, and then they make a discovery that just makes them a ton of money. I mean, you see that all the time with people inventing some new product and then selling it and then making tens of millions. Or maybe starting a new website and then selling it off to a big company and just making tons of money. So if somebody's actually had a get-rich-quick thing, they can't really pass it on to anybody. And then there are some cases where somebody's making a ton of money doing some one-off, like secretive kind of job, but they know that if more people start to do that, then they're gonna have a lot more competition and that their money is going to disappear. And so those kinds of people are never going to be the ones that are just giving out information on how you're going to make a bunch of money. It's really hard to give examples of that kind of thing because, like I said, the people who are making a bunch of money aren't going to be very open about it. But let's make up the example of, let's say there's some really easy kind of YouTube content to make. The kind of thing where somebody could make very easy content and upload it all over YouTube, make tons of money off of it, but if a bunch of other people start to notice that and copy you, then you're going to have a lot more competition, and then you're not going to be making much money anymore. So that's kind of why you're never going to see anyone online just giving out instructions on how to get rich. The thing is, any rich and successful person you ever talk to will have a different story of how they got there. I mean, there are plenty of things that apply to everybody, you know, stuff like you got to work hard, you got to be able to talk to people, you know, really generic stuff that's pretty self-explanatory. But most of success in life is something you just have to figure out yourself. There's very little opportunity to just copy somebody else's path. The bottom line of all of this is, don't get sucked into all of these people trying to sell you a dream. It's a scam that's been going on for ages, and especially now that we're in the information age and you have the whole internet to explore all kinds of information, there's little reason to ever even pay for information. I would say you should only ever buy an online course on some kind of specialized skill, never on something as vague as making passive income or improving your life or something like that. Because I can tell you this, if you're watching somebody's free videos and you feel like you're not learning much of anything from them, you're not going to be learning anything more from their paid ones.